Y'all, don't do what I just did and like cough out in the air because of germs and stuff, okay? Cough in your elbow. You know what? I'm gonna go get some water. Hold on. Purified water. And the best part is it's cold. I'm gonna take a few more sips and then I'm gonna start. Hello everyone. Welcome to my little woodland corner of the internet. For those who are new here, my name is Malaika and I am the little woodland fairy here on YouTube. For those who aren't new here, welcome back. I'm so happy that you were able to come back to the woodland. It's currently nighttime right now, and it's currently the time where I'm shooting this video. For the video I'm shooting tonight, it's going to be a vlog, my very first vlog on this channel. And for tonight's vlog, I'm going to be doing something that's a little different from the previous content that I've filmed on this channel. If you have kept up with my channel for this long, you will have known that I've made YouTube shorts. I have made YouTube videos, but they've mainly been like presentation videos of me showing amigurumis, which in simpler terms or non-crochet terms is a crochet toy. And in those videos, I would basically show off the crochet toy that I made for that week or for that month or for whatever. This vlog is going to be different because there isn't going to be any crocheting involved or a lot of presentation involved. For this vlog, I am going to be organizing my crochet shelf. On YouTube, I see a lot of videos from crochet business owners, designers, artists, and content creators where they're shooting a video or a vlog and it's basically them just organizing their workspace so they can make more crochet products. And I love those videos so much that I thought that I would do the same thing too on my channel. I am going to turn this extremely messy, disorganized yarn stash space into a beautifully organized, clean, and neat storage space for my yarn at the end of this video. Before we get started with this vlog, I want to encourage you all to just take a moment to just sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, maybe a cozy jacket or blanket, and possibly your most favorite stuffed doll, and enjoy your stay in my little woodland forest. And without further ado, let's make some magic happen. So really fast, I want to take a minute to kind of briefly go over what I want the end product to be for this bookcase that I have. Basically, reds, pinks, and yellows, I'm gonna have them be on this top shelf here. Greens, blues, and purples, I want on this shelf here. And then whites, grays, browns, and blacks are gonna be here. It might change as this video goes along, but that's kind of the end product that I want. I think I should get started, don't you agree? before I continue, I wanted to briefly show you all the first shelf here. So for the most part, most if not all of my reds, pinks, and yellows are organized. I still have some more yellows that I have to stack up on the shelf, but I don't have enough room on the first shelf to put those yellows on there, so I'm gonna have to use some of the second shelf here, which I really wasn't planning on doing, but you know, when you purchase a lot of yarn, you don't really have a lot of options in terms of organization, at least for me and for my organization method that I'm going on with here. With that in mind, I think the first shelf is done, and I'm gonna go work on the second shelf right now. There is still so much more that needs to be done, but this is the second shelf, all nice, for the most part organized and pretty neat and tidy. This is our next level of the project. This shelf really needs a lot of love. Hello again, everyone. So I just wanted to pop on here to kind of just give you all an update on my yarn bookshelf, which is over here on this side of the camera. As you saw earlier on in the video last night, I had crocheted the top and the middle portion of the shelves, and it looks very colorful, very neat and whatnot. After I was done with the first and second shelves, I did touch up on the third shelf for a bit, and I decided that it was getting late and I wanted to stop working on my yarn shelf to kind of get ready for bed. So I went to bed, and then this morning at around 10 a.m. I started to touch up on the third shelf, and then at 12 I finished up the shelf. You can't really see it on camera, but on the floor in front of the bookshelf, there's like a lot of scrap crochet projects that I didn't get done, that I don't plan on getting done like at all. So I'm going to put those in the trash and throw them out. I am also going to try and vacuum a little bit in front of my bookshelf and see if there are any other finishing touches that I need to do. And then I'm going to show you all the finished look, go through my process as I was doing my bookshelf and explaining my opinions about the final product. So the floor is pretty much all cleared and everything. I am going to show you my magical fairy yarn bookshelf now. So without further ado, let the presentation begin. Okay, so I'm gonna start by presenting the top of the yarn bookshelf and then moving all the way down to the third shelf. So let's get started. Here we have the top, and I wanted to try and keep it as clean and minimalistic and simple as possible. So let's go over here first. Over here I have my crochet hook case that I made and designed myself. I have a 2-part YouTube short series up on my YouTube channel. So if you all want to see the videos of me presenting this crochet hook case, feel free to click the time cards up at the top of your screen or down in the description box down below. But this is my crochet hook case, and I'm going to keep it up here for now so I can have access to it. Back behind my crochet hook case, I also have my polyester fiber fill. So up here is where I plan to keep all of my stuffing for when I'm crocheting my amigurumis / crochet toys, and I just feel as though it's easier for me to keep it up top so that it's easier for me to access and it's not on the floor and I can't find it, because it has happened when it's been on the floor and I just couldn't find it when I needed it. So that's where it shall live. And I'm thinking about, at some point, eventually when I get paid soon, getting a second bag of polyester fiber fill, because I think I'm getting to the halfway point of the bag and I just don't want to run out. Next, we have this celestial bag that my mom gifted to me, and I'm going to take it down and show you all what's inside right now. Okay, so I want to go over the contents of this bag. This bag is going to be specifically for unfinished crochet projects that I haven't gotten done yet that I want to get done. So the first thing that you see in this bag is this tote bag that my grandmother gave to me when I went to go and see Into the Woods with her in Philadelphia when the show was touring and it came to Philadelphia. I had a blast, but that's beside the point. And here I keep the commissions that I haven't gotten done yet. So in here I have a Peppa Pig that isn't done yet that I plan to get done at some point for one of the people who asked for the commission. There's also one more commission that the person asked for that I have to get done, and it'll be in this bag as well. I also have a Frosty the Snowman that I never got done that I plan on maybe finishing at some point. I also have a gnome head that needs a body. I'm debating on whether if I want to make the gnome a male gnome or female gnome. And then in here is just a scarf that I'm working on. And that is the overall contents of this bag. And just one more view of the top of my yarn shelf. Okay, so we're on to the second to last part of the tour, which is the yarn part of the tour, or the shelves rather. So here I have all my reds, pinks, and yellows organized on one shelf, or most of my yellows on this shelf. You'll see as we go further down the shelf. By the way, most of the yarns that I use are from Caron 1 Pound, and I just like them because the yarn is pretty soft. I can also use them to make clothes and dolls and whatnot, and I feel as though the yarn lasts me a little longer and it saves me more money. I really like this top shelf, and it's actually one of my most favorite parts of the shelf, which is the top one. And I think, as you can see, yellow is kind of my favorite color. So this is my red, pink, and yellow shelf. Next, we come to the second shelf, and as you can see, I didn't have enough room on my top shelf, so some of the yellows are here, and then we go into the greens, the blues, and the purples. One yarn color I don't have is orange. I would like to get some orange yarn at some point. And finally, the third shelf, and here I have the rest of my purples here going into the neutral colors. So like my whites, my beiges, my browns, grays, and then blacks down here. I really like it. This shelf kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, this whole area kind of reminds me of like Star Wars, like the clothes that the Jedi and the Sith Lords wear in Star Wars and whatnot. I don't know, every time I look at this shelf, minus the purples here, at least for me, from the white onward, all of the yarn colors here remind me of colors from like Star Wars and whatnot. A completely different topic for another time, or maybe another video on this channel, if I ever do crochet Star Wars related projects and whatnot. But yeah, this is the last shelf of my bookshelf tour for my yarn. I did want to mention one other thing in regards to the shelves and what they remind me of, at least the first two. So I understand that I mentioned that the third shelf right here that I just showed just now reminds me of Star Wars vibes. So like Sith Lords and Jedi Knights. This shelf kind of reminds me of like colors from Grimm's fairy tales, you know? Specifically, these two balls of yarn, not barns, I apologize, balls of yarn remind me of a dress that Little Red Riding Hood would wear. I know there wasn't any crocheting involved, and I am sorry for those of you who are looking for a crochet video from me and it didn't happen for this video, so I apologize for that. I do hope to crochet in my next YouTube video or vlog in the future. I actually have a couple of videos planned that I'm not going to share at this time. You guys will just have to stay updated in my community tab, which is linked down below, in order to be in touch with what's going on my channel. And then the top shelf here kind of reminds me of colors that I would see from Peppa Pig. If you enjoyed this YouTube video, I encourage you to click like, subscribe to The Woodland, and in the comments down below, let me know what you keep on your bookshelf, whether if it's yarn, books, toys, a collection of some sort. Let me know what it is that you keep on your bookshelf. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me in my little woodland forest today, and I hope to see you all in my next video. But until then, I hope you all have a magical day or night wherever you may be in the world. Bye for now!